Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Jamie, aka the Bearded Brit here, bringing you another League of Legends 1v1 Showdown match. This was a game between me playing as Yasuo and my opponent Teemo. It was just pretty cool, it's a good matchup. This is a very short game, it's only like 5 minutes or so, and I do own his face, obviously. I don't know why I said obviously, it's not necessarily obvious. It might be a fairly even game, I don't know. But anyway, today we're going to talk about Project Christine. This is one of Razer's announcement at CES. It's basically a modular PC, which is awesome. It's so good. I think this is kind of branched off of the Steam box in a way, because what Valve's trying to do with the Steam box is get more people involved in PC gaming, obviously. That is kind of their goal. They've just gone about it a little bit differently. Obviously they're trying to tap into the console market a bit, like kind of advertising it as you can have it in your front room, you know, play it on your TV, that kind of stuff. Whereas Razer have gone about it slightly differently. They are trying to bridge, you know, trying to get rid of that entry point to PC gaming, because at the moment people are kind of put off by PC gaming because it's fairly difficult. You've got to do, you know, a bit of research to actually know what parts to buy for your computer and if they'll go together and all that kind of stuff. And then actually building it as well. A lot of people, well, I know I was when I first built my computer. I didn't really know what I was doing. I spent a lot of time reading up on it, and eventually, obviously, I got it built, and it was great. I had so many like great gaming experiences on that PC. Unfortunately, it did obviously die, but and I upgraded. You know, I needed upgrades for it. So eventually, a PC will, you know, need replacing, but this is where the modular PC comes in. So Project Christine is a modular PC, which means all the components you can take out and replace with new ones, I guess. Well, that's the idea behind it, and it just makes it so much easier for anyone, even like myself. I could see myself using something like this. Obviously the Razer one will be very expensive, but I'm sure as we go on this will maybe be the future of PCs, I don't know. It just seems like a logical step to take, you know, making it very simple, making it quick, you know, you don't have to, there's not much faffing around, you know, and all that like there is with PCs at the moment. It would be very simple, literally just unplug, plug in, it would be great. Just like, you know, plugging a microwave into the wall and turning it on, it would be that much, like that simple, it would be great, it would be so good. The only, like, I've got a couple of worries, obviously the heating, or not the heating, the cooling of the actual parts. I'm not sure how that's going to work. It says it's actively water cooled, which, you know, obviously means that there's water going throughout the whole thing and each little segment is water cooled, but I don't know how well that will work, because obviously the space around all the parts will be minimal, or some of them more than others because of the size of the actual modules themselves. And if, like you say, it's a one loop, as the water goes round, it will keep getting obviously heated up as it's taking the heat from the parts. If it keeps going round, it's going to have to be cooled in between each module, as well as obviously when it gets like to the end of the loop, which I think will be a bit difficult. Perhaps, you know, obviously the parts towards maybe the top of the system won't be as cool as the ones at the bottom. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how that will work, because we don't really know that much about it yet, so it's hard to tell at this point. But I think that could be a problem. And also the motherboard. I think that is going to be a problem, because, you know, when, you know, you want to upgrade your CPU, the chip there will be different. So you'll need to upgrade the motherboard as well, but it doesn't exactly say that you can do that, because, you know, that long, I'm guessing it's in the middle part, or the module you clip into. I don't know if you'll be able to change that at all. And if you can't, then that'll be very expensive. You know, you'll need to rebuy. Maybe they'll sell a new, you know, middle chunk. I don't really know how this is going to work. There's a lot of problems I can see there being with this, which, you know, I'm not too sure about yet. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. If there's more news on it, I might do an update video on this. But for now, that's been pretty much it. So there is some problems possibly with this concept, but also there's some great advantages to it. Hopefully it will bring in a lot more PC gamers, and PC gaming will be at the top. It deserves to be there, but unfortunately it really isn't at the moment. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye for now.